we should connect. I'll email you. We'll find the time.
Hello, everybody. My name is Vishal, and I'm the co-founder of AI Machines. You see a robot out here, but we're not a robotics company. But basically, this is about the intelligence that goes behind robots, or software in general. You know, so we're an artificial intelligence company. The core product offering that we have is a personal virtual assistant application. It's an intelligent agent that assists you. You know, it's an app on your mobile device that you can download and use it for your day-to-day activities. Imagine a Siri or a Google Now kind of an app, but with the difference. Instead of just asking a question and getting an answer, this takes it to the next level. You can have conversations with it. You can have dialogues with it, just like you're talking to a human. It stores your contextual parameter. It's pretty strong about context, and by context, I just don't mean preferences, locations, date and time, and so on and so forth. You can literally talk to it and say, hey, I've got a 10-year-old and he doesn't prefer to do blah, 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 or I need such and such thing at such and such time. So you can really set your preferences by talking to the app in plain English. You don't have to really go to a GUI. It's a voice-driven interface, and it remembers the information that you provide to it in a memory. In other words, if you were to tell to your family member about a certain thing, they would remember your credit card, or they would remember about your preferences, they would remember about your first name, last name, about your whereabouts. In the same way, this assistant will remember everything that you've spoken to it in a memory, just similar to human memory. And it uses that information contextually depending on the need. So imagine when you use your mobile device, you use different applications. You know, you use maps to find locations, and then if let's say you want to find a restaurant or something like that, you would go to OpenTable to be able to book a table, and then you go to Yelp to be able to find the reviews. So a mobile device is not like a browser. In a desktop browser, you can go to Google and find everything, but in a mobile device, you have to navigate across different apps. This app will eliminate the need to navigate across different apps and provide data in an aggregated manner with your context. I have this is a very key slide. This just shows you the intelligence behind what it can do and what it's able to do right now. Imagine a user who is trying to buy a television off of a app like Amazon or any other e-commerce app. And this just shows the sample conversation. So the user starts by saying, hey, I'm looking for a 32-inch Sony and I need it by the Memorial weekend. I need to stay under $300. What are my options? Instead of pulling up the app and keying in all the parameters, it just has a plain, a conversation in plain, simple English. And the agent says, I understand that you want to search. And instead of looking, it mapped that, it understood that the user is trying to search a new 32-inch television. Please note that in your query, you've not used the word television, but it understood that 32-inch would mean, for all practical purposes, television. From the company Sony, it knows that Sony is a company, and you're trying to order a television from that. And with a cost of less than $300 US, it made that assumption based on your location, and a delivery date on or before 22nd May. So it said it computed Memorial Weekend and figured that it's 25th of May, and the weekend before that, which is what we have in the next week, and it computed the date automatically. And then it says, would you prefer LCD or LED? Because it understands that televisions come in two different varieties, especially the ones that are available recently. And then the user says, I prefer LED, and the agent says, okay, here's what I found. So it lists down all the results. And then you continue the conversation, saying, I'll go with the third one. And then it says, okay, I'll get it shipped to your home at whatever your address is, because it remembers your address. You don't have to key in your credit card, you don't have to key in your address, it contextually remembers all the information about you. And you can do this. So a bunch of use cases that we're working on right now, right from e-commerce to travel to navigation to doing interfacing with your home automation devices. So this is a game-changing user interface. It's the world is currently using Siri, just like the way the world initially used Nokia phones, and then iPhone changed, sort of redefined our user experience with how we interact with phones. The difference between MS-DOS and, let's say, a Mac or Windows, it's a whole new way of interacting. So currently, we use Google Now, we use Siri, we use a bunch of virtual assistants, but the user experience that this app will provide will the intention is to redefine that and to take it to a whole new level, where you have a secretary, even if you cannot afford one. You have a secretary on your phone that remembers everything about you. Thank you.